talk about the captain, Leah Williamson. She's facing some tough competition at the moment to start, isn't she?
Yeah, hi Joe, good to see you. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say for the first time in the Serena Wiegmann era, Leah Williamson's place in the starting 11 is under threat. She's facing a real battle to be a guaranteed starter, certainly for England in this game against Germany on Friday and probably going forward into the Euros. Serena Wiegmann has said, look, she wants to use these games, these next 4 games in October and November to try to figure out her squad going into the tournament next summer, but also her starting 11. Well, Leah Williamson, in terms of form and fitness, has only played 2 WSL games this season. She was on an unused substitute for Arsenal's win against West Ham on Sunday as well. She had a concussion earlier in the season. We know Arsenal have been struggling on the pitch. Williamson was part of a defence that conceded 5 goals against Bayern Munich and obviously lost to Chelsea the following weekend as well. So it doesn't help the fact that obviously her other 2 main senior rivals in the squad are in fantastic form. Millie Bright has been back fully fit for Chelsea this season and playing fantastically under Sonia Bonpastor. Chelsea obviously doing so well in the league and Bright a huge part of a very solid defence. And then you've got Alex Greenwood. Now Greenwood didn't take part in this training session today. She was doing an individual work after City's hectic start to the season. But obviously, Manchester City are top of the league. Alex Greenwood has arguably been England's most consistent defender over the last 3 seasons. And she recently captained City to a win and a clean sheet over European champions Barcelona. So there is a real dogfight. It's centre-back, I'd say, for 2 places, 3 senior players. Only 2 of them are going to be happy on Friday night.
Yeah, so with what you've said there, another 2 players integral to England's midfield, they've been Georgia Stanway and Keira Walsh. So can you see Serena Wiegmann experimenting this camp?
Do you know what I just said? You know, Serena Wiegmann's trying to find her best starting 11. But I think those 2 are entrenched in Serena Wiegmann's best starting 11. Both of them have got 70-plus caps and they're both in their mid-20s. They are 2 of the first players that Serena Wiegmann picks. But England, for the first time in a long time, have got a lot of depth in centre midfield, and you've got some of the most exciting players in WSL playing that position right now and are coming through and trying to make a real sort of put their hand up and say, pick me, coach, at the moment. The likes of Grace Clinton, Jess Park playing so well for Manchester United and Manchester City. But Fran Kirby's resurgent, Ella Toon's playing well as well. But you'd think Stanway and Walsh are safe for now, but Stanway is not taking anything for granted.
At your club, every time we're here, every training session, you're always pushing because you always never know what's going to happen. I feel like we've been fortunate to hold the shirt for a long period of time, but there's always people going to be biting at your heels. There's always people wanting to wrestle that shirt off you. But it's just a matter of taking care of yourself. I just know the past few months I've been doing everything that I can. My season started a little bit earlier than the WSL, so I've got a few more games under my belt. And yeah, I'm happy with how I've started the season. Yeah, that's all I can say is I'm happy with how I've started, and all I can do is look at myself in the situation and make sure that I'm putting myself in the best possible position. But it's also amazing to see the level of competition. It's amazing to see how well the girls are doing in the WSL, obviously Keira in Barca as well, and obviously the Champions League. It's exciting, and I feel like if it's exciting, then it also makes us exciting.
Now, we aren't fortunate enough to see Georgia Stanway week in, week out in WSL at the moment because she's obviously a Bayern Munich player, very successful Bayern Munich player, obviously won the championship with them last season. She's been talking about how happy she is in Germany and how much she's looking forward to coming up against some of her teammates at Wembley on Friday. But she's also been talking about how she knows England men's new manager, Thomas Tuchel, who was obviously coach of the men's side at Bayern Munich last season, and she's full of respect for him.
I think it's great. I've obviously got a Norwegian manager at Bayern as well, and it's just whoever's best for the job, whoever the people feel like is suitable for the players. I actually had a few experiences with Tuchel at Bayern, and he was really invested and really interested in the women's game. He wanted to get to know the players, both him and Barry. I've spoken with them a few times, and they were just really invested, really nice people. Coming to a few games, seen them at a few events, and they always had time for us. So far I can only say good things in terms of personality that I've met.
So yeah, you heard there, Georgia Stanway talking about Thomas Tuchel, but obviously England women's head coach Sarina Wiegman is currently finalising her plans to try to figure out how to beat Germany yet again at Wembley. It should be a special night on Friday, regardless of the 11 who she picks.